You are given an array, and let's say there are n integers, and these integers can be either 0 or 1 or 2. Okay, so basically there are n integers in the array, and the values of integer can be either 0 or 1 or 2. So like the one possible array can be like this: 1 2 0 0 1. Okay, now you need to sort this array. Okay, you need to sort this array, that is your output will be 0 0 1 1 2. Okay, so this is the simple problem. So how will you do this? Let me know. This is a simple problem. Like, is problem clear? If anyone have any doubt in problem only, then they can ask. So if is this problem clear? Did you understand the problem or not?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So how will you do this? Like, what is the first approach which comes in your mind after looking at this problem?
By swapping,
What?
like uh, first we'll take two numbers.
Okay.
Like if we can take I and I plus one. If I plus one is greater, we can swap it with friend one.
You will take two numbers I and I plus 1, right?
Yes.
And then what you will do?
Then we'll swap both. If I plus one is greater than I.
Okay. And then you will increment both I and I plus 1, right? So basically you will increment I, right?
Yes.
So let's say
Yes.
the array is like this: 1 2 0 0 1. So you are saying this element is greater than this. So you will not
Yes.
swap it, right? You
No.
have to sort it in ascending order. Okay, so what you are doing, if this value is greater, then you will not swap, right?
Yes.
Then you will come here. Now this value is
Yes.
less than it, then you will swap it.
Yes.
So what about this now?
We'll after completing whole thing again we can
Okay, so you
do the
basically you
same
will
thing.
do this n times, right?
Yes.
So that what will be the time complexity of that algorithm?
It will be n square.
N square, right? Okay. So now try to optimize it. Obviously,
Okay.
n square is not a good solution. It is very bad solution.
Yes.
Now, let's say you have 10 to the power 5 n, then this will not work. So try to think something else. Okay, this is like obviously basic brute force approach, that you are just, this is basically you are doing bubble sort, right? This is bubble sort, how
Yes. Double set.
yeah. So yeah, bubble sort will take n square time. Okay, that's fine. Now try to optimize it. Obviously this problem is not that easy. How can you optimize it? For now, the algorithm which I got from you is n square. So can anyone optimize it? Maybe n log n or n. अबे n log n is very easy यार.
भैया एन इंसर्ट सॉर्ट कर सकते हैं इंसर्ट
Insertion sort, you will do insertion sort, right? But I think insertion
इंसर्ट
sort
सॉर्ट इज
also can take order of n square in worst case,
ओके ओके
right?
We can say merge sort.
Okay, merge sort, how, what will be time complexity?
I think it is n or n log n.
It is n log n, right?
Yes.
So the simple way of doing this is you just can use the inbuilt sort function, okay, which uses merge sort
Dot.
algorithm, and that will take n log n time.
Yes.
So if you will simply sort it, then obviously you will get the output as 0 0 1 1 2. Okay, so the time complexity is n log n. Now try to optimize it further. You have to do it in order of n. Now what will you do? So like, okay, the very first solution was of order of n square, that is fine. Then another solution is of n log n, it is also fine. But I want the solution is, I want this to be done in order of n. So how will you do this? Like, order of n solution is also very easy. You can easily think it. Try to think it a little bit more. Anyone? Order of n solution. Like, it's very easy, it's not tough. And please don't look over the
Do
solution
we know
list.
that like only zero
What
follow?
what?
Hello?
Yeah, Asutosh.
Like, is it like, it's already pre-mentioned that like 0, 1, 2 is only there.
Yeah, there are integers only either zeros or ones or twos.
So like we'll run a for loop and check how many zeros and how many 1 and how many 2.
Okay.
And then fill a array with those many 0 and those many 1 and those many 2.
Okay, so you are saying that, let's say this is your array and then some zeros are there, some ones are there, and like this. Then in one pass you will count zeros, ones and twos, right? So like
Yes.
in this case there are 5
Yes.
zeros, there are
And
2
then
ones, and then in another pass you will replace these values, right? So basically in first
yes.
five time you will just replace the values to 0. Once the zeros are over, you will replace the ones, and then you will replace the 2, right?
2. Yes.
So basically you are doing it in 2 passes. So the first pass will take order of n, then another pass will take order of n. So basically in first pass you are counting the number of zeros, ones and twos, and in another pass you are replacing them, right? So basically the time complexity is order of 2n, right? Ashutosh, right? Order of 2n.
Yes.
Okay, can you, okay, so this is also fine, but can you do it in only one pass? So basically I want in order of n. Now this is the real thing. Like this is what interviewer want. So like first solution was of n squared, then n log n, then we moved to
भैया
yeah.
अगर 2 हो गया 2 मिल गया तो it give it to the back position.
What?
Then if you find 2 in the for loop, then move it into the directly backward.
Okay.
And otherwise, and 1 will automatically come in between, and when one pass is that possible.
So whenever you are finding 2, you are just moving it to the end, right?
Yeah.
Like
And
two
if
zeros.
0 you find 0 front.
If you find any 0, then you are moving it to front.
Yes.
Like how we will add the 0 at the front of the array.
Oh, okay.
But you are thinking in the right direction.
Take another array and fill like that.
Then
Is
space
0.
then space complexity will be order of n. I want to do it in order of 1 space complexity. I don't want to take any other extra
Oh,
space.
okay.
But you are thinking in the
Okay.
very right direction. It's like really
Okay,
nice.
भैया, okay.
Try to think a little bit more. Ashutosh was saying something.
No, like with the approach which he said, we could use using linked with list.
Also, basically, you are saying that in
Like we
Python
can
you will
append.
in Python you can add the front, right?
No, like yeah, Python even C++. You can just create a list and then use append function,
Okay, so you can append it
and then
at
add
the
at the
front of
back.
the.
And
What is the time complexity of appending at
and
the
then
front?
copy the. I don't know exactly, but it's like I can just changing the pointer to this.
What?
In append, we just change the pointer address to this, right?
So like you are saying, you will move from here whenever you are finding 1, so you will append it to here, right? And
No,
then when
like the same approach which I said, like we find 0 will append to the backward, and if you find 2, will
yeah,
append.
okay, understood. So basically
Sorry,
you will
if you
go,
find 0, yeah.
understood, like you will go from here, so you will find 0, it will be as it is, then 0, then 1, then 1, and then you are finding 2, so you will add it to the end, right?
Yes, so one cell will left in the between.
Okay, and then when you are finding again 2, you will again add to the end. But like you have don't, okay, let's say you don't have a list, you have a simple array, and you don't have this functionality to append and at the end or at the beginning, then, and because this is obviously problematic, like what you are doing, this is your current array, and you are saying that okay, here is 2, I will
भैया
just add here. Yeah.
Via okay. Can we add things, add and separate?
What?
If we instead of swapping, if that's the problem, then we can separate the element. If you want to, the front is maybe 0 or 1, maybe 1. We want to, and we found a 1. Instead of making it into the 1 0, I mean, instead of swapping and doing like that, we can just separate the 1 and to get to 0 to the first one.
So like we are saying, whenever you
And
find a 1, you can subtract 1 from it.
I mean, yeah. Instead of you said it will be taking to get that one to the front, it will be problem. So if we find, we can do add and subtract also, so that 1 plus or 1 minus, maybe that.
How will you do this? Like, what is the significance of adding or subtracting 1 from any of the numbers?
I mean, I just wanted to that space problem, if that's the case,
So
so
like,
that
let's say
if
I'm moving from here, so I find a 0. So what should I do now? Should I go
0
add?
find, it's fine.
Okay, so let's say I am here.
Go to the next number.
I have found this 1.
Yeah,
Now what
okay.
should I do?
1, leave it.
Okay, I
Oh,
have
it is
found
not
2.
list. Okay, 2 then. And the total number of is constant, right? So in the last, the same idea, but now there is the last one is 0, right? Add 2 there and here subtract.
So how,
We,
when you are at this position, how you will know that the last one is 0?
oh, okay,
Like you
okay.
can see, but computer can't see. Computer is here only.
Oh, okay.
Let's say if here is 1, then you will add 2 here. In your array, 3 will be there.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so you are like, you are almost close. Okay, whatever you guys are thinking is absolutely correct. And so the algorithm which you are telling is, the name of this algorithm is Dutch National Flag algorithm. Okay, this is the same as you guys are telling, but now I will tell you that whatever approach you are telling me, how you can implement it. Okay, how you can do it without using list or anything else. Okay, so the name of the algorithm is Dutch National Flag algo. So what you have to do is, let's say you are given an array. So I will just, okay, so let's say you are given an array. You need to maintain 3 pointers here. Okay, the first pointer is low, another pointer is mid, and another pointer is high. I will tell you why. This low pointer will, what it will do is, let's say this is my array, and let's say my low pointer is here at this position. So if my low pointer is at this position, then I will make sure that whatever elements are there before this low pointer, they all are 0. Okay, this is the significance of low pointer. So I can say wherever the low pointer is pointing, before the low pointer, all elements will be 0. Okay, how I will maintain this, I will tell you, but this is the significance of taking this low pointer. And then similarly the high pointer, wherever the high pointer will point, okay, all the elements right of it will be 2's. It will make sure that if high pointer is here, then I will be definitely sure that in right of it all are 2's. Okay, and this mid, using this we will achieve this. What, like using mid we will achieve that, okay, all the elements left of the low are 0's and all the elements right of the high are 2's. Okay, so using mid I will do this work. Now how I will do this? Okay, let's see. So what I am going to do is, I will initialize low as 0, mid as 0. So these are basically 3 variables. Okay, int mid and int high. I will initialize them as 0, and obviously high will be at the last position. Why? So let's say this is my array. If low is pointing here, so now there are no elements to the left of it, right? So for now this condition is satisfied, that okay, if elements are there then they will be 0, but no element is there, then it's fine. And similarly high is at the last position. So after, like right of this high, there are no element. So for now I am like, I can be sure that okay, if there are elements then there will be 2, but if there is no element then also it's fine, right? And mid will be initially at here. Now what I will do, if array of mid is 0, okay, if array of mid is 0, so let's say, for now forget it, let's say the mid is somewhere here, and if it is 0, what I will do, I will swap this I will swap array of mid. Okay, so I am removing this. I will swap array of mid and array of low. Try to get it. Okay, so let's say mid is here and I found a 0 here. Okay, and my low pointer was here. So I know that all the elements left of the low are 0. So I will swap it. So this 0 will come here, and whatever is here, okay, here will be, let's say here is 1 is here. So this 1 will come here, and then I will increment this low. Okay, so now left of the low, one more 0 has been added. Okay, so still the condition is satisfied. Okay, so basically before the low all zeros are there, and I haven't touched the high pointer, so the definition of high pointer is also still satisfied. Okay, so what I will do, I will swap the array of mid, array of low, then I will increment the low. Okay, because the left to the left of the low I have already one extra 0, right? And I will increment the mid. Okay, okay, can anyone tell me why I am incrementing this one? Because, okay, I am telling you. Okay, you don't need to tell me this. So what happens is, let's say if mid is here. Okay, tell me one thing, if let's say this is an array and my mid pointer is here, so is this possible that in this array can 2 be there? Can anyone tell me, can 2 be available in this array before mid? Or maybe, okay, let it be for now, you will get it further. Okay, so I am quite sure that either zeros will be here or ones will be here. Okay, so that's why I can increment the mid. So again I am telling you, let's say this is my low. Okay, and at some point my mid is here. So what I am doing, if the 0 is here, so what I will do, and I am quite sure that at this position definitely 1 will be there. Okay, why this will happen, you will get to know. Okay, so for now understand that, okay, I am incrementing low because I have get 1 0, and then I am incrementing the mid. Now let's say if a of mid is not 0. Okay, if this a of mid is 1, if a of mid is 1, then I don't need to do anything. Why? Because obviously I can't swap it with low because I am not getting a 0, and I can't swap it with high because I am not getting any 2. So I am fine with 1. If 1 is there, I will just increment the mid. I will say, okay, it's fine. Else, that means if a of mid is 2, then obviously I am getting one more 2, so I will swap it with high. Okay, so I will swap array of mid with array of high. Okay, so now let's say high was here. Now I got 1 2 here, so I can decrement this high. Okay, because I want to make sure that all the elements which are left of the high, they all are 2s, so I can decrement the high. But now I will not increment the mid. Okay, why? Let's say, okay, so let's say this high is pointing here. I know all 2s are here, and let's say mid is here, and I'm getting a 2 here, right? Now one thing can be possible is, let's say wherever high is pointing, it is possible that a 0 is there, right? So when I will swap this 2 and 0, so 0 will come here and 2 will come here. So I can decrement this high because I am sure that here all will be 2s, but I can't increment this mid because I have to take care of this 0 also. I have to swap this 0 with the low pointer. But why I have incremented mid here? Because when I am moving from here to here, like from left to right, so wherever I am, let's say this I got a 0 here, and let's say my low was here, so I am quite sure that 2 can't be here, because if 2 would have been here, then this mid obviously passed through this position also, so this would have been swapped with high element, right? So 2 can't be here, so obviously 1 will be here, because if it would have been 0, then obviously it would have been swapped with the low pointer, right? So I'm quite sure that at this position only 1 can be there, right? So like what I'm saying is, let's say this is your array. Initially I have done this work, okay, and let's say my low pointer is here, okay, and now my mid pointer is here at this position. So what I'm saying is, if this value is 0, okay, so I'm quite sure that here 2 can't be there because I have already passed through this position. If 2 would have been there, then I would have been swapped it with the high element, okay. And if 0 would have been here, then when I was here, I would have been swapped it with the low element. So I'm quite sure only 1 can be here. So that's why if I am finding a 0 here, I can swap this and I can take, so obviously 1 will be here, and I know if 1 is here, okay, and I know if 1 is here, then I just can increment the mid element. So this is the approach for this problem. So basically, if mid is 0, you just swap it with the low element, and you are getting a 1 more 0, so you can increment the low, and you can increment the mid also. If it is 1, I don't need to do anything. I will increment the mid, and if it is 2, then I will swap it with the high, and I will decrement the high. And till when I will do this? I will do this till basically till my mid is less than equals to high. Okay, why? Because let's say if my mid is greater than high, so let's say at some point my high is here, and if my mid is here, so I already know that all these values will be 2s, because all the right values of high will be 2s. So I don't need to do anything now, because all values are 2. So whenever mid is greater than high, I can stop this algorithm basically. So this was the algorithm. So did you understand this or what? So the name of algorithm is dimensional flag algorithm. Did you get it?
Yes, I got it.
Right, the name of the algorithm. So like, don't be afraid of by looking at the name of the algorithm. This was a simple algorithm. Like you guys also have told the same approach, but obviously you were little bit confused that how you can implement. So now it is the clear idea. And what will be time complexity? Obviously I am just doing one pass. Okay, I am just incrementing my mid from here to here. Okay, so this is only one pass. Okay, now you can ask me one question, that if you are not incrementing the mid at here, at this position, then like you are, but okay, so what you can ask me, if you are not incrementing the one here, like the mid here, then how you can say that you are doing it n times? Because here you will be doing 2 times, right? Okay, but if you see, I have decremented the high, and I am going till high only. Okay, so anyhow this high will compensate that one extra iteration, right? So overall it will be order of n only. So in one pass you are able to do this. Here you are not incrementing the mid, but you are decrementing the high, right? So if you want me to implement it, I can do this for your further, then you will understand it properly. So let's say you have 8 elements in the array. Okay, so I am defining n as 8, and let's say this is my array. Okay, in this, let's say some zeros are there, ones are there, twos are there, twos, then 0, then 1, then 1, then 2. I think 8 elements are there. Okay, right? So what you have to do, you will first initialize a low pointer as 0, then you will initialize a mid pointer as 0, and then you will initialize a high pointer as n minus 1, right? Then you will run a loop for until this mid is less than equals to high. Then you will check if array of mid, right? If array of mid, if it is 0, then you will swap the array of mid and the array of low, right? And then you will increment the low, and you will increment the mid. Else if the array of mid, if it is 1, then you don't need to do anything, because your lows and high are at their correct position. Or if it is 2, then you have to swap it with the high pointer. So I can say array of mid and array of high, and you can decrement the high. So this will make sure that in the right of the high all are 2s. So now I can just print my array. So I can say I0 less than n, I plus plus, and I can say cout array of I, right? So let's run this program, and let's see what is the output, if we are getting the correct output or not. Did we get the output or not? Yeah, so you can see the array is sorted 0 0 1 1 1 2 2 2. So is that clear?
Clear, very clear.
Okay, so this was the problem of today. So I hope you learned something new. Okay, so this algorithm, like this problem is already asked in Amazon. Okay, in Cisco, these companies have already asked this problem, and obviously there are high chances of getting this problem in interview also, like in other interviews also, like Google, Facebook. They haven't asked it yet, so they also can ask this obviously, because 99% of the time they are asking standard problem only. Okay, and the thing is, let's say if you are not able to solve this problem in interview, okay, then there are high chances that you will not be getting selected, because this is very standard problem. Okay, the name of this problem is basically sort 0 1 2. This is the name of problem, very standard problem. And this Dutch national flag algorithm is the algorithm by using which you can do this in order of n, or I can say in only one pass. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me, otherwise you can leave. And that's all about this. No doubts? Tarun?
Yeah.
Yeah, Asutosh.
हेलो भैया. हेलो.
Yeah, Asutosh.
हाँ भैया, एक प्रोसीड मतलब ये कि हाँ भैया
हाँ.
सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ, आवाज आ रही है.
भैया एक हाँ भैया, ये वाला एल्गोरिथम कैसे चलेगा? मतलब सारे एलिमेंट्स को वन के साथ इनिशियलाइज कर देंगे और लो को 0 और हाई को एक वेरिएबल लेंगे जो 0 इंडेक्स लेगा
सारे एलिमेंट को
और n-1 देगा.
सारे एलिमेंट को 1 से इनिशियलाइज करोगे तो भी एक पास तो हो गया ऑलरेडी.
अच्छा, ओके.
समझ रहे हो? करना सिर्फ एक पास में है ना.
हाँ भैया. हाँ
हुआ था.
हाँ 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 समझिए.